Nikola Tesla, a Serbian-American inventor, was one of the few scientists in the history of invention who combined sheer brilliance and boldness. His futuristic visions still resonate today as civilization advances into the 21st century and faces the challenge of distinguishing fact from fiction. What seems like our present reality was once part of Tesla's limitless imagination of the future. In this video, you will learn how Tesla's prophecies for 2025 have shed light on what the future holds. Number 1. Tesla's vision of a wireless world. Nikola Tesla envisioned a world that is profoundly interconnected through wireless technology. In the future, it will be possible to transport information and energy without the use of any physical carriers. Tesla made this vision in his well-known work called Wardenclyffe Tower. Although he thought of it as a fantasy, now it is gradually becoming a reality. Likewise, Tesla envisioned this structure to function as a global wireless transmission station, making energy and communication available for free worldwide. Even though he was unable to finish his ambitious idea, its legacy can be found in the modern wireless world. His vision has seen fruition in various ways, such as the widespread use of smartphones, the proliferation of Internet of Things, IoT devices, and the development of wireless charging technology. Tesla could have dreamed of the possibilities that now exist, for example, global communication, the free flow of ideas, and even the conduct of business between people on opposite sides of the planet. This revolutionary shift is largely enabled by cellular and Wi-Fi technology, both of which make use of the electromagnetic spectrum, a concept that Tesla made significant contributions to comprehend and utilize. Not only that, Tesla was also a frontier person in the field of radio astronomy. In addition, the concept of wirelessly transmitting power has made significant headway, even though it is not widely adopted. However, it is normal practice for electronic gadgets such as phones and electric toothbrushes to accept power via wireless charging. Furthermore, there is a possibility that, in the not-too-distant future, we will be able to charge electronic gadgets wirelessly at a distance without the use of charging pads or wires. This is from the fact of developments in resonant inductive coupling and radio wave technologies. Also, it has become awesome that through Tesla's idea for a wireless world, there would be application growth in the sector of wireless electricity for homes and companies. However, some businesses have begun looking at the possibility of supplying wireless electricity to entire rooms or buildings to test its viability. Even though it is still in the experimental stages, successful demonstrations imply that Tesla's dream of a wireless world isn't as far-fetched as it previously appeared to be. The creation of solar power satellites is a substantial effort that is being made towards achieving this aim. These space-based structures have been proposed and explored by organizations such as NASA. They aim to collect solar energy in space and wirelessly transmit it to Earth. Number 2. Energy from the atmosphere. Another source of power comes from the atmosphere. This is completely free. Tesla's work and ideology were largely around the concept of utilizing non-conventional, renewable sources of energy. He envisioned a world where energy could be extracted from the air and turned into a virtually limitless resource that all of humanity could use. In the discovery of many scientists, they have seen that the recent happenings and patterns of the present have become what Tesla had envisioned. Also, experts have concluded that Tesla's theory centered on the ionosphere, which is the layer of the atmosphere most affected by solar radiation and contains the highest concentration of free electrons and ions. The technology of drawing power from the atmosphere has made significant strides forward in recent years. Recent studies from experts, for instance, have uncovered several different methods to generate electricity by utilizing the moisture in the air. The first one discovered was a gadget, also known as the air-gen or air-powered generator, which derives its ability to generate energy from the water vapor in the air from the electrically conductive protein nanowires created by a bacterium. Another method that echoes Tesla's concept of exploiting the atmosphere as a source of energy is solar power. Even though solar power does not align with the atmosphere, experts have discovered that solar power is another area with a strong connection with Tesla's vision. The interaction of radiation from the sun with the planet's atmosphere provides the basis for solar energy, which can be thought of as a sort of atmospheric energy. Over 10 years ago, experts found that solar energy and technologies have substantial breakthroughs and proliferation, which is moving closer to an era in which renewable energy sources are freely available. The third method is the wind. The energy derived from wind can be interpreted as a fulfillment of Tesla's forecast. After all, wind is a result of the circumstances in the atmosphere, and with the advent of wind turbines that are both more efficient and advanced, this type of energy is playing an increasingly important role in the electricity infrastructure of the country. The fourth is the lightning. It now seems interesting and fits for the experts to continue acknowledging Tesla's vision, which foretold that lightning can be captured and used as a source of power. Researchers from several fields are still researching whether or not it is possible to harness the enormous amount of power that is produced after a lightning strike. Although it is far from practical application, Tesla's foresight and ingenuity are a testament. His dedication to the concept of energy and equality on a global scale was embodied in his vision of extracting energy from the atmosphere. He also believed that energy shared among mankind is a form of a common legacy, which presents a trend toward renewable power sources that are widely available and appear to be achieving what he had envisioned. Even though Tesla's vision for the ionosphere's potential has not yet been realized, the proliferation of breakthroughs in alternative forms of energy demonstrates that the world is moving closer to the spirit of Tesla's prediction for the year 2025. Number 3. Autonomous vehicles and Tesla's teleautomaton. One of Tesla's most exciting forecasts was self-acting autonomous machines, also known as teleautomaton. This early notion of robotics found its most convincing realization in the shape of autonomous vehicles, a technology that has made significant achievements in the years leading up to 2025. This teleautomaton, envisioned by Nikola Tesla, was an automatic machine capable of carrying out complicated tasks independently. Not only that, Nikola went as far as constructing a boat that could be operated by a remote. This boat, which was a primitive prototype of autonomous technology, was one of the early demonstrations of machine autonomy. It was first shown to the public in 1898 at an electrical exhibition held in Madison Square Garden. Tesla ensured that in 2025, if there could be autonomous vehicles, especially cars that can be operated remotely, it would be an introduction and a huge step in fulfillment toward advancement in technology. Without the need for human interaction, these automobiles should be able to navigate roadways, comply with traffic laws, and even make complicated judgments in real time. Also, they should be equipped and installed with LiDAR and machine learning algorithms. Organizations such as Waymo, Tesla Inc., and Uber have committed significant resources to the development of self-driving technology in the hopes of making fully autonomous vehicles more widely available. Their efforts have resulted in various autonomous vehicles, some of which assist human drivers, while others can drive themselves with no input from a person. Tesla's vision of driverless machines includes ground vehicles and potentially those that travel through the air and water. For example, drones are becoming more self-sufficient. They can carry out a wide variety of duties, from delivering packages to conducting intricate military operations. Even companies in the shipping industry are working to construct ships that are capable of navigating the world's oceans without the assistance of a crew. Similarly, the development of the Hyperloop, a high-speed transportation idea that uses autonomous pods to transport passengers and freight in a near vacuum tube, also corresponds with Tesla's estimate. The Hyperloop is expected to be operational by the end of the decade. Even though this technology won't be perfected until 2025, considerable strides have been achieved in its development, ushering in the possibility of a brand new era of high-speed, driverless transportation. It's interesting to note that Tesla's concept of the teleautomaton isn't only about technology. Number 4. Tesla anticipated earthquake machine. The earthquake machine, also known as the electromechanical oscillator, is one of Nikola Tesla's many groundbreaking creations and ideas, which remains one of the inventor's most divisive and contentious ideas. Tesla asserted that this small device might match the resonance frequency of a structure, causing the structure to wobble, and given enough time, even fall. Even though it was first envisioned as a possible instrument for building and excavation, the widespread and rather sensationalized image of it as an earthquake machine has persisted. Although the gadget that Tesla described would not have a direct analogy to the technology of the year 2025, the fundamental concepts of resonance that it presented will bring repercussions, particularly in engineering and building. Designing buildings that can withstand earthquakes is one of the most important areas in which these ideas can be applied. Engineers can develop buildings that are more resistant to the effects of seismic forces, if they are aware of, and consider the natural frequency of the structure they are working on. To lessen the effect that earthquakes have on buildings, engineers employ mitigation strategies such as base isolation and energy dissipation devices, which in essence take in seismic energy and release it in a dispersed form. Although they make use of distinct technologies, modern extraction industries make use of a range of approaches that have some degree of resonance with Tesla's oscillator notion. For instance, several methods of oil extraction make use of vibrations to maximize the amount of oil that is recovered. Devices used in these methods produce vibrations which assist in moving oil through the reservoir and improve the overall efficiency of the extraction process. However, the expanding field of controlled man-made seismicity for use in a variety of geoscience applications in 2025 is possibly the most significant embodiment of Tesla's earthquake machine in that year. Scientists and engineers use a method known as induced seismicity to research the subsurface structure of the Earth, discover oil and gas deposits, and even assist in the production of geothermal energy. Induced seismicity is a technology that purposefully triggers small-scale seismic occurrences. This method does not constitute an earthquake machine in the conventional sense, but it does share Tesla's goal of harnessing and exercising control over seismic forces. However, it is essential to keep in mind that Tesla's seismic machine also acts as a warning, a reminder of the potentially deadly power that such technologies could possess if they were to be employed inappropriately. The obligation to engage with and manage natural forces ethically and sustainably grows more critical as our capacity to do so expands. Nikola Tesla's pioneering work in the electromagnetic space laid the foundation for many of today's medical technologies, particularly in diagnostic imaging. Number 5. Tesla's radiography. Through Nikola Tesla's medical innovation, he invented radiography. His early research with X-rays, which later became known as Tesla radiography, led to a tremendous leap in medical science, and since then, it will be developed into sophisticated imaging procedures in the year 2025. In the 19th century, experiments conducted by Nikola Tesla on X-rays began when Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen also discovered them. Similarly, Tesla's discoveries, including the development of his X-ray, imagined the procedure technology contributed to the significant advancements that were made in medical radiography. So it is not surprising that the modern imaging techniques that experts use today are traced back to his understanding of electromagnetic energy and high-frequency currents. In 2025, diagnostic imaging will be advanced with technologies such as magnetic resonance imaging, also known as MRI, computed tomography, also known as CT scans, and positron emission tomography, also known as PET scans, having become routine practices. These imaging techniques, which rely on the concepts of electromagnetic and resonance that Tesla helped pioneer, enable clinicians to inspect the human body in incredible detail without making intrusive incisions. For instance, magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, employs powerful magnetic fields with radio waves to provide detailed images of the body's internal components. Through Nikola Tesla's understanding of the electromagnetic field, experts could understand as well. Tesla is even honored by having the unit of measurement for the magnetic field intensity produced by an MRI scanner named after him. Similarly, CT and PET scans, which utilize X-rays and radioactive tracers respectively, produce accurate images of the body's interior in 3 dimensions. These technologies are descendants of Tesla's early efforts in radiography and have altered diagnostic capacities, enhancing accuracy. However, it contributed to the early diagnosis that spread various ailments. The development of AI-aided imaging, which uses artificial intelligence to better image analysis and diagnosis, is another subject that is expected to see significant growth by 2025. This novel approach, which expands upon Tesla's seminal work, adds a new degree of precision and speed to medical imaging, thereby radically altering how medical practitioners interpret images. In addition, developments in nanotechnology and targeted contrast agents are making imaging more accurate, while also reducing the amount of tissue damage caused by these procedures. These enhancements are evidence of Tesla's dedication to increasing scientific knowledge. Number 6. A thought camera. One of Tesla's visionary ideas was a camera that could capture and project mental images, which he called a thought camera. He believed this device could make the invisible visible by translating thoughts into physical reality. Although such a device might not fully exist in 2025, Some of the basic concepts behind his proposal can be seen in neuroimaging, brain-computer interfaces, and virtual reality. These technologies allow for measuring, interpreting, and manipulating brain activity and mental states. The concept behind Nikola Tesla's mind camera was that thoughts are not immaterial things, but rather concrete occurrences that may be observed. He claimed that if thoughts were a sort of energy, they could be turned into the form of energy that represents the world. In a broader sense, Tesla proposed the existence of a machine that could record thoughts directly from the mind and present them in a visual format. This vision is now being realized through the development of cutting-edge neuroimaging technology and brain-computer interfaces. Scientists can view activity in the brain through neuroimaging techniques such as functional magnetic resonance imaging and electroencephalography. These techniques provide something to an image of the workings of the mind. Even though these technologies do not directly turn ideas into visual images like Tesla's thought camera envisioned, they watch the brain during action. Brain-computer interfaces are the next step in developing this technology. BCIs allow the brain to communicate directly with external equipment, hence obviating the need for more conventional means of output, such as speech or movement. BCIs have successfully translated simple thought patterns into actionable orders for machines, even though these technologies are still in the developmental stages in the year 2025. For instance, brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, have made it possible for paraplegic people to use their thoughts to control prosthetic limbs or computer cursors. There are echoes of Tesla's thought camera in the developing discipline of neurorobotics as well. This field is one in which cerebral activity is utilized to control and manipulate robots. The field of neuroprosthetics is where cerebral signals are transformed into the movements of prosthetic limbs to make use of similar ideas. Tesla's prophecies are not limited to these. They also extended into the field of robotics, where he envisioned the emergence of intelligent robots that coexisted peacefully with humans. Number 7. Human-friendly robot. Tesla foresaw a future where robots were not only mechanical devices, but also intelligent beings who could think and act autonomously. He believed that these automatons would be able to learn and adapt to various situations, and thus become essential for many aspects of human life. He predicted that robots would take over labor-intensive jobs, relieving people from physical exertion. As 2025 approaches, we can see his vision coming true in the form of advanced robots, which have been integrated into various industries and fields. Robots, powered by artificial intelligence, would transform various industries and fields by 2025. These machines would perform complex tasks autonomously and learn and adapt to new situations using machine learning algorithms. In the manufacturing sector, robots would revolutionize the production process by doing repetitive operations with high precision and consistency, surpassing human capabilities. In the healthcare sector, robots would take on various roles, such as assisting patients performing surgeries and delivering medications. Robots would also improve the efficiency and quality of services in other sectors, such as logistics, agriculture, education, and entertainment. Robots would become an indispensable part of many aspects of human life, fulfilling Tesla's vision of intelligent automatons that can think and act independently. The introduction of these robots would lead to higher productivity, reduced errors, and improved working conditions. The use of surgical robots would enable more precise procedures to be performed with less patient trauma, ultimately leading to better health results. In nursing homes, robots would help with day-to-day tasks, keep residents company, and keep an eye on their health. The fields of logistics and supply chain management would also reap significant benefits from the development of robots. Robots have made many procedures, such as sorting items in warehouses and delivering goods, significantly quicker and more efficient. Tesla's vision included the possibility of robots having personalities and engaging in conversation with humans. This particular component of his forecast is borne out by the development of social robots by 2025. These robots would be able to engage in conversation with humans in a socially acceptable way, understand human emotions, and react accordingly. They would redefine the delivery of services in fields such as education, treatment, and customer service where they are being deployed. Number 8. Tesla and the supersonic air. Tesla was far ahead of his time in envisioning supersonic air travel. He foresaw that flight times would be significantly reduced in the future, as electric airships would fly at high speeds across the globe. He also imagined vertical takeoff and landing systems, which were not realized until decades later. In 2025, we will witness the first steps towards making his vision a reality. Supersonic flight was more than a luxury for Tesla. It was a way to connect people across different regions and cultures. He dreamed of a world where distance and time would not be barriers to communication and collaboration. By 2025, supersonic flight will be a reality, but not exactly as Tesla had envisioned. The modern jets that will fly faster than the speed of sound will be powered by sophisticated jet engines, not by electricity. This will make intercontinental travel much easier and faster. Commercial supersonic air travel will have improved greatly by 2025, thanks to the development of new technologies and materials that will make it more affordable and eco-friendly. The planes will have advanced engines that will reduce the sonic boom, a major environmental issue with supersonic flight, and innovative designs that will withstand the pressures of flying at supersonic speeds. The emergence of urban air mobility systems will also indicate the potential for vertical takeoff and landing by 2025. These vehicles, which will be able to take off and land vertically, will transform urban transportation by cutting down on traffic and travel times. Although Tesla's dream of electric-powered supersonic flight will not be realized by 2025, it will still be a goal that many companies will pursue. Electric aircraft, which are not yet capable of supersonic speeds, will represent a significant step towards sustainable aviation. Number 9. Tesla's forecast on climate. Nikola Tesla envisioned a day when people could manipulate the weather using technology. He proposed a device that could capture the energy of the sun and redistribute it to alter weather patterns, such as creating rain or preventing frost. He saw this as a possible solution to droughts, cold spells, and other extreme climatic conditions. In his time, this idea would have seemed utterly fantastical, but by 2025, it will not be so far-fetched. Nikola Tesla was an early advocate of solar energy, as he recognized its enormous potential. He also foresaw the dangers of fossil fuels and their impact on the environment. By 2025, solar power will have become a widely adopted technology that will help mitigate the effects of climate change caused by human activities. While experts will not be able to control the weather at will, they will have technologies to influence other aspects of the environment and reduce their impact. They will use geoengineering methods to reflect sunlight into space or capture carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It is a renewable and clean energy source in which solar panels and photovoltaic cells transform sunlight into electricity. By using the sun's energy instead of fossil fuels, we can cut emissions of greenhouse gases and slow the rate at which the planet is warming. There are no other technologies available to affect weather patterns directly. Cloud seeding is one technique used to manipulate the weather and cause rain to fall. Precipitation can be increased in drought-stricken areas by spreading ingredients into the air that serve as a nucleus for cloud formation. Tesla's strategy for regulating the environment is consistent with carbon capture and technology. Technologies like these try to sequester carbon dioxide emissions from facilities like power stations and bury them so they can't contribute to atmospheric warming. While these innovations are promising, they also raise serious ethical and environmental concerns that must be addressed if Tesla's vision is to become a reality. It is important to fully understand and manage all of the potential outcomes of intervening in natural systems. Number 10. Artificial tidal wave. Nikola Tesla envisioned a device that could create an artificial tidal wave as a weapon of mass destruction. He claimed that by applying a specific frequency to a body of water, he could generate a huge wave that would be unstoppable. He based his idea on the principle of resonance, which he used to revolutionize the fields of electricity and wireless communication. Tesla's device has never been built, and there is no evidence that it will be feasible by 2025. However, his understanding of resonance has influenced many modern scientific and technological developments. For example, seismologists use resonance to study the natural vibrations of the Earth and predict earthquake activity. Resonance is also used in medical imaging, musical instruments, and quantum physics. Resonance is also a key concept in some of the most advanced technologies of today. For instance, ultrasonic cleaning uses high-frequency sound waves to create bubbles in a liquid, which then burst and remove dirt and debris from various surfaces. Similarly, resonance is employed in some forms of physical therapy to deliver healing energy to specific parts of the body. However, resonance can also be used for destructive purposes, as Tesla's artificial tidal wave demonstrates. Such a weapon would pose serious ethical and humanitarian challenges in a world that is already facing geopolitical tensions and climate change threats. Technology can be a powerful tool for good or evil, depending on how it is applied and regulated. Tesla's vision of an artificial tidal wave shows the dark side of technology and the need for caution and responsibility.